Shanxi. It's like a living museum of Dougong.
We took a journey from the north of Shanxi all the way to the south. And we saw the journey of Dougong as well throughout the river of time.
Welcome back to Unboxing China. I'm Nancy.
Hey everyone, I'm Igor.
Yeah, so excited to have you back here and to present my treasure box to you.
Wow, wooden blocks? Oh, I know. It looks like a 榫卯结构.
This is actually a crucial part of the Chinese architecture, ancient Chinese.
They're not using nails, but still the structure is very, very sturdy. This is nice. Like, you can see that this angle here.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And look at these. So, what is it?
To answer that question, we need to travel a little bit to around 1,000 years ago.
Nancy, you look amazing.
And you look like someone I would meet on a Tang Dynasty street. Behind us is a building that is exactly from the Tang Dynasty.
Oh, so people looking at this building back in the day would be wearing something like this.
Like what we're looking at here, you can see.
This is exactly like the structure that supports the roof.
Yeah, that's the same thing over there. So it is called 七铺座双秒双下昂斗拱.
What? That's a really long name, and I didn't quite really get it.
So it's about time that we invite an expert to tell us what exactly are these.
斗拱的原始职能，它其实是实用主义的，它是为了挑出屋檐。斗拱最基本的组成部分呢，就是斗、拱和昂。斗就是一个方形的木块，拱呢其实是一个像弓形的长的一个木块，昂呢它是一个斜向的构件。七铺座名词呢是根据宋营造法式里面来的，铺座的概念就是一层一层的这个意思，一铺一铺的，最下面的一铺就是炉斗，然后再上面的一铺就是一跳滑拱，再上面这又是一跳滑拱。滑拱呢又叫秒，它呢就是叫双秒，上面这两个斜向构件就是我刚才说的，这就是昂，两道下昂，所以就是双秒双昂。在上面还有一层耍头，这是第6层。营造法式上面还会有一层叫乘方头，佛光寺都没有这一层构件，这也是发展到可能宋代以后比较成熟的一个构件。但其实整个斗拱横向的构件都是有的，所以它还是七铺座。斗呢主要是承压作用，拱和昂功能比较类似，有点像杠杆。昂和拱的后尾压住，前面呢就通过它来往出挑，把屋檐给挑起来。出挑越多，那它必然屋面就挑得越深远，越深远呢气势越足，给它带来的就是等级的象征。
It used to be more like an umbrella protecting the building from the rain and everything.
It was so interesting to learn that people back in the day put so much thought and creativity to the task. You know, if it was me, I would just put more pillars.
And because this structure is holding together so well, basically what we're looking at is exactly what it looked like 1,000 years ago. This building is one of the biggest and most well-preserved Tang Dynasty wooden structure building. Wow. In the 1930s, just when people thought no wooden buildings from the Tang Dynasty had survived in China, it was discovered by Chinese architect Liang Sicheng. It has withstood, I think, 8 5+ magnitude earthquakes.
斗拱呢，它是木构件一块一块通过榫卯来连接的。地震来临的时候，斗拱构件之间的挤压还是摩擦都会消耗能量。中国传统建筑中，它是整个一层都是斗拱，它本身就是能吸收很大的能量，它又是形成一个类似于圈梁，把建筑通过榫卯整个连接在一起了。在地震下，可能墙都倒了，柱子在晃，但是斗拱层呢，整个把这一圈柱子都约束住，让它不要破坏。
And I guess Shanxi is the perfect place that we examine this kind of stuff. And for us, I think it's about time that we hop forward for several hundred years to our next era.
Oh, isn't it where the 西游记, the Journey to the West happened?
Right. So Jinci is where they shot the 1986 version of The Journey to the West, and its main building, Shengmu Dian, will now bring us to the Song Dynasty.
Okay, and we're in Song Dynasty.
Yeah.
You know, I've noticed that even though our clothes has changed,
Right.
but Dougong, look, hasn't changed too much.
That is true. I think it is becoming a little bit more intricate and delicate.
It got more decorated and beautiful.
Then you know some changes just happened more subtly. There is something I'm gonna show you.
Oh, this looks like a modern sketch.
These sketches are about the same age as this building we are looking at.
1,000 years.
Yeah, 1,000 years.
最早的流传下来的关于建筑营造的文法书，就是我们的营造法式，相当于是1000年前的标准。建筑是几开间，斗拱应该是个什么形式，屋顶是什么样的形式，都可以根据这个营造法式来做，就代表当时的工程已经相对比较制度化、体系化。
I wonder if everybody around follows this blueprint, doesn't it make all the temples look alike?
There is this official language that we also see in Yingzao Fashi Gongcheng Zuofa, but that's the grammar. I just see angle design like Xiegong as those words, the vocabulary. And so I see that in Shanxi province, looking at this group of words, we can see variations. So it's like a different pronunciation of the same word. And studying such variations, they reveal a much richer, more nuanced picture of Chinese timber architecture than the manuals alone could provide.
This Dougong looks as if it was upgraded to 2.0 version.
Yeah.
It creates a pattern that is even richer. You see, with those angled beams, it looks like a peony flower.
So this is the typical Xiegong found mostly in the Liao and Jin dynasty buildings.
它的那个斜拱只有最外边的那个45度的斜拱是前后都有的，剩下的斜拱就是有装饰作用。一开始的中国建筑大量是夯土。唐宋以后，砖就已经出现了，它对风雨的抗侵蚀能力就要远远大于夯土，所以斗拱它挑出这种大屋檐的需求，反而是不如以前了。从一开始的结构性，它慢慢的转变成了装饰性。
This ang over here. See, that is all leveled. It is like horizontal, but like the angs that we were looking at from the Tang Dynasty,
It would go like this, right? To support the roof.
Yeah, on the Yuan Dynasty, it feels like we no longer need that kind of structure to like further holding that rooftop.
And I also noticed that they started painting over these Dougong. It became even more beautiful.
Yeah, they have the dragons in between those structures. We might see that becoming even more of a trend.
Okay.
Here we are around 800, 700 after our first stop.
Wow.
So clothes has changed and so did Dougong.
Right. To me, it looks a little taller. It's got more layers. I think it looks like a pattern.
And this one is called a 13cai Dougong.
It seems like there's another word for the layer.
It's another term used in the Ming and Qing dynasty to describe how many layers there are.
We learned that how many layers talks about the status of a person.
So 30 means that there are more layers on this building than the one in the Palace Museum, the main building, the Taihe Dian. It's actually the first time in our show that we got to touch an actual Dougong.
I feel like it's such an amazing thing that architects back in the day could invent something so practical and beautiful that it could withstand the aesthetic of the years to come.
Dougong reveal key aspects of traditional Chinese culture, such as moral values, social hierarchy that is rooted in Confucianism. Ranging from Central Asia to Japan, along the Silk Road, we can see architecture that was influenced by Chinese traditions. And Dougong, was used because it was part of this tradition and a very visual part of that tradition. Even today, they remain powerful cultural icons. They connect people with their heritage, and they inspire a sense of identity. Looking at this very old tradition in China of using modular design to build fabulous buildings, that was something that really fascinated, I think, historians and architects outside of China.
So I guess it's about time that we go back to the modern time from this history and show to our audiences our tour in Shanxi. And maybe even draw a map for them so they can follow.
Right.
All right, so see you guys in modern time. Welcome back.
Yes, it's nice to be back, and just look at this beautiful map.
Right. Looking at the map, I just realized we really went from the northmost of Shanxi to the southmost of it.
It felt like unlocking the DNA of Chinese architecture, and it was so cool to see the journey of it getting more complex and more beautiful, more intricate, just seeing that wisdom kind of, just travel through the time.
And it all happened in Shanxi province, right?
Yeah, it's amazing.
We see this whole process in this province alone, and that's amazing. All right, that's all for today's Unboxing China. Hope you enjoyed our time travel through all the dynasties in Shanxi.
And we highly recommend you to take a journey along our recommended route.
Right, and please also look forward to our next journey. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
See ya.